Greetings feasters, good to see you again. We hope you've had a nice week. A little bit of housekeeping before we get into any of the details this week. We'll be closed this Thursday because of the public holiday marking Anzac Day. Home deliveries will function as normal Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Still an abundance of apples this week, including the King, Fuji and Queen Pink Lady. We've also got Jonathan's, Gala's, Granny Smith's, Golden Delicious and Red Delicious. An equal assortment of pears. We've got the Packham's, Red Sensation, Williams, Bay Bosque, Corella, and these little Nashies which are eating great. No lemons this week. That's the last one. I predict it will have been sold by the time you see this. But plenty of limes, and they've come down a bit in price this week, averaging out maybe 50 cents each. Still first season mandarins and navel oranges. Good supply of grapefruit, both the yellow and the ruby. House avocado sizes are varied. We've got these little guys, also some regular sort of medium size, which are probably pricing at about $2 each. We've also got the Ferté avocados, a bit bigger size there. Just a reminder, kiwi fruit have made an appearance. They're quite firm at the moment, so I wouldn't recommend them if you're in a rush to eat them, but they are there. Exotics include cinnamon, dragon fruit, and feijoas. Julia told me last week that they were divine, which I think I mentioned on camera. I've since investigated that claim, and I can affirm it. They're great. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah?
We've got Aaron here modelling the 3 kilo bags of mixed juicing apples, just to give you an idea of how big it is. 2 supplies of bananas this week. We've got both a Queensland variety, which is probably what you want to go for if you don't want them too ripe. They're not too yellow, and we've got some that are a little more green than this. But we've also got a nice New South Wales grower here from Bowraville near Coffs Harbour. Di and Tony up there at Glory Ridge Farms. They are full colour for the most part, so you only want to get these if you want them at full ripeness, but trust me, the subtropical variety bananas are much better. A lot sweeter, lovely texture, they ripen better, it's all good. Both grapes and plums are thin on the ground. They're coming to the end of the season, but I tell you what, they're eating great. We've got the Crimson and the Black Muscatel grapes available for home delivery customers, and a couple of plum varieties too. Do yourself a favour and get in while they're here, because they won't be much longer. In past months, Brent had spoken to you about a particular political issue involving the Northern Territory Government and their CDS, their Container Deposit Scheme. For almost the last 12 months, they've had a scheme where consumers could bring back recyclable bottles, drop them off at a depot and get a 10-cent refund, similar to South Australia. A few major beverage companies, Coca-Cola, Amatil, Schweppes and Lion Co. had found a loophole in Commonwealth law, and last month sued the Northern Territory Government. Some good news, last week there was a bit of feedback from COAG, the Northern Territory Government, and seeks some exemption from the law through COAG in the interests of environmental care. COAG responded favourably last week, promising that they'll support said exemption and legalise the CDS once again. The main issue that the scenario faces now is that this will need to go ahead before the turn of the next federal election cycle. Otherwise, the Northern Territory Government will likely have to pursue exemption. And whilst we're on the topic, just a reminder that we've got a CDS of sorts here ourselves. We were able to access a few pallets of these fruit juices. They were approaching their best before date. They're now slightly past their best before date, but drinking fine. They were likely to end up being discarded, end up in landfill if they weren't bought for sale. So we bought them cheaply, selling them off cheaply. We've got these packs of 500 mils in 12s for $8.95, and these little juice packs, 3 poppers for $2. So whilst it's better than them ending up in landfill, it is still quite a bit of packaging just for fruit juice, which we'd normally avoid. So in an effort to offset some of that drawback, we're offering customers to bring back empty bottles of this particular product into store. We won't give you 10 cents in hand for each container, but we will donate 10 cents for each container to the TEC, the Total Environment Centre, who've been running the Cash for Containers campaign and hoping to achieve a nationwide CDS. We've been supporting Cash for Containers the last few years. Some of you may remember Bev the Bottle. 3 colours of sweet potato this week. Also 3 colours of carrots, although only 2 are depicted here. 3 types of cucumbers, the green, the white and the Lebanese. And 5 colours of capsicum. All quite reasonably priced. Still the abundance of potato varieties from Guyra, New South Wales. I've got 10 here for you to choose from. A nice supply of pumpkin this week, plenty of butternut, buttercup, lovely grey, but I think the best looking at the moment are these Japs. It hasn't been the best season for tomatoes. We don't have any other than these little punnets this week. We've got the mini Bromas and also the cherry toms. But I tell you what, they're looking great and they're eating just as good. Great variety of greens now we're heading into the cooler months of the year. Some lovely lettuces, including the cos. These nice heads here, which we've got on special this week, $2.40 each. Nice kale, both the Scottish curly and the black Tuscan, and English spinach, which we've also got on special this week.
Yes! Buy your bunches now. They are the best.
That was John modelling the silver beet and chard. Cabbage supply has waned a little bit. They're smaller and more expensive this week. Only the green. Lovely broccoli heads. Nice supply of onions, both the Spanish and the brown, including these little pickling onions. A couple of meat specials this week. We've got these whole chickens from Inglewood Farms, both fresh or frozen, and some pork legs, frozen only. Both of these items are reduced. Check the website for details. That's all for this week, folks. Next week we'll reveal some details of our Indulgence Day coming up in May, so stay tuned for that. See you.